Hello, my friend. Today, we are going to travel to Egypt, a beautiful country full of history, culture, and amazing places. Stay with me until the end, and let's enjoy this English journey together. This story is not only about travel, it is also about learning English in a fun and easy way. So relax, listen carefully, and imagine that you are walking with me in the heart of Egypt. Egypt is a land of great stories. It has the Nile River, the pyramids, old markets, and kind people. Every place in Egypt has something special to show and something beautiful to teach. My journey began in Cairo, the capital of Egypt. The city was busy, alive, and full of energy. Cars moved fast, people smiled, and the sound of the city was everywhere around me. As I looked around, I felt excited and curious. This was my first time in Egypt, and I wanted to see everything. I wanted to learn, explore, and enjoy every small moment of this adventure. The first thing I noticed was the mix of old and new. Modern buildings stood near ancient places. It felt like Egypt was telling two stories at the same time, one from the past and one from today. Soon, I saw the great Nile River. The water moved softly under the sun, and small boats crossed the river slowly. The view was calm and beautiful, and it made me stop and smile. I stood near the river for some time and watched the city around it. People were talking, laughing, and taking photos. The Nile was not just a river. It felt like the heart of Egypt. Later that day, I tasted my first Egyptian meal. The food was warm, rich, and full of flavor. It was simple, but it made me feel close to the culture and the daily life of the people. As the sun went down, Cairo looked even more beautiful. Lights filled the streets, the air became cooler, and I knew that this was only the beginning of a very special trip through Egypt. The next morning, I woke up early with great excitement. Today was the day I would finally see the pyramids with my own eyes. I had seen them in books before, but now the moment was real. As the car moved through Cairo, my heart beat faster. I looked out of the window, waiting for that first magical view. Then, suddenly, I saw them rising in the distance, under the bright sky. The pyramids looked huge, silent, and powerful. I stood still for a moment and could not say anything. They were much bigger than I had imagined, and they carried the beauty of another time. People from many countries were there, taking photos and looking with wonder. Everyone seemed happy and amazed. It felt like the pyramids were speaking to every visitor in their own special way. I walked slowly on the warm sand and looked at every stone. I asked myself how people built these great monuments so many years ago. The place was full of mystery, and I loved that feeling. Not far away, I saw the Great Sphinx. It looked calm, strong, and proud. I had seen many pictures of it before, but standing in front of it was something completely different and unforgettable. The guide told us stories about ancient kings, queens, and life in old Egypt. I listened carefully and imagined the people, the clothes, the palaces, and the long days of work under the sun. I learned that Egypt was not only beautiful, but also very wise. Its people built great things, studied the stars, and created a rich civilization. I felt respect growing inside my heart with every story. Before leaving, I took one last look at the pyramids. The wind moved softly across the sand, and the sun covered the place with golden light. It was a moment I wanted to keep forever. As we drove away, I kept turning back to see them again. I knew this visit would stay in my memory for a long time. But Egypt still had many more surprises waiting for me. After visiting the pyramids, I felt even more excited to discover the rest of Egypt. Our next stop was the Egyptian Museum, a place full of treasures, stories, and secrets from the ancient world. As I entered the museum, I saw statues, old paintings, and beautiful objects made thousands of years ago. Every room looked like a door to another time, and every object had its own silent story. I walked slowly from one hall to another, trying to see everything around me. Gold, stone, wood, and glass were all shaped with great care. The ancient Egyptians were truly talented and creative people. One of the most amazing things I saw was the mask of a young king. It shone brightly under the lights and looked both beautiful and powerful. I stood there and admired it in silence. The museum was not only full of treasure, it was full of human stories too. It showed how people lived, worked, dressed, and believed many years ago. History suddenly felt close and alive. I saw small objects like cups, tools, and jewelry. These simple things touched me deeply because they once belonged to real people with real lives, dreams, and families, just like us today. After the museum, I wanted to see another side of Cairo. So, in the afternoon, I went to Khan el-Khalili, one of the most famous markets in Egypt. The place was full of color and life. The market was busy and beautiful. I saw lamps, scarves, perfumes, silver items, and many handmade gifts. Shop owners smiled, called to visitors, and invited them to look around their stores. As I walked through the narrow streets, I heard music, laughter, and friendly voices. The smell of coffee and spices filled the air. It was one of those places that makes you feel truly alive. That evening, I sat in a small cafe and watched the people around me. Cairo felt warm, rich, and unforgettable. I smiled and thought, this journey is becoming more beautiful with every step I take. The next day, I decided to enjoy a quiet trip on the Nile River. After the busy streets of Cairo and the crowded market, I wanted a peaceful moment to breathe, think, and enjoy Egypt in a different way. I stepped onto a small boat and sat near the edge. The water moved softly around us, and the city slowly became quieter behind me. For the first time, I felt completely calm and deeply relaxed. As the boat moved forward, I watched the buildings, trees, and bridges pass by. Some people were sitting near the river, while others were taking photos. Life along the Nile felt simple, beautiful, and full of charm. The cool air touched my face, and I closed my eyes for a moment. I could hear the water, the wind, and the distant sounds of Cairo. It was a peaceful break in the middle of my adventure. Our boat passed by restaurants, hotels, and boats full of music and lights. I realized that the Nile is not only part of Egypt's history, it is also part of daily life, joy, and modern city culture. Later, I visited a beautiful mosque in Cairo. The building was elegant and peaceful, with high walls, lovely designs, and a calm atmosphere. As I entered, I felt respect, silence, and deep admiration. The details inside the mosque were amazing. I looked at the patterns, the lights, and the shape of the ceiling. Everything was made with care, and every part of the place carried beauty and meaning. I sat there quietly for a few minutes and thought about the many people who had come to this place before me. Egypt was teaching me that beauty can be found in history, faith, and simple, quiet moments. When I left the mosque, the sky was turning orange. The streets of Cairo were still alive, but I felt different inside. My trip was no longer only about seeing places. It was also about feeling them. That night, I looked back at everything I had seen so far. The pyramids, the museum, the market, the Nile, and the mosque. Egypt was giving me memories, lessons, and emotions I would never forget. On my last day in Egypt, I woke up early and looked out of the window. I felt both happy and sad. Happy for the amazing journey, and sad because it was almost over. I packed my bag slowly, thinking about everything I had seen. Every place had a story, and every moment had taught me something new about Egypt and about myself. Before leaving, I decided to take one last walk in Cairo. The streets felt familiar now. I could recognize the sounds, the faces, and the energy of this amazing city. I passed by the Nile one more time. I stopped and watched the water flow. It felt like the river was saying goodbye in a quiet and beautiful way. I met a few friendly people who smiled and wished me a safe trip. Their kindness made me feel welcome from the first day until the last moment of my journey. At the airport, I looked back at everything. Egypt was no longer just a place on a map. It had become a part of my heart and my memories. While waiting for my flight, I opened my phone and saw the photos I had taken. Every picture brought back a moment, a feeling, and a smile. I realized that travel is not only about places, it is about learning, feeling, and growing. Egypt had taught me more than I expected. As the plane took off, I looked down at the land of Egypt. I promised myself that one day I would return again to continue this beautiful journey. Thank you for traveling with me through Egypt. If you enjoyed this story, write a comment and tell me where are you from. Don't forget to like and follow for more English travel stories.